free, following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Let's see you in the cup, singing
Yeah, a win, my kingdom for a win. Wonderful news. At last a win, that's all I can say. Chris Browne, I need to ask you a very serious question.
Okay.
Why is there a picture of me in stocks on the introduction?
I don't know. Is that a trick question? I think it was probably sent by one of your adoring supporters.
Yeah.
Who desperately wanted to see you in stock.
Oh, okay. We've got some doppelgangers in tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only Mr. Craig Courtney.
Evening all.
How are you, mate? All right?
I'm all surviving.
Some stunning photographs of the Lightning from you last night, mate. Well done. I now feel that I actually watched the show, but, and there he was. Here comes Alan. And, of course, the wonderful Mr. Mark Adams.
Evening, everybody. Hope you're all okay.
Oh, look. Nice shirt, mate. Nice shirt.
Oh, yeah, I know. Gone for the St John's ambulance look, haven't we?
I might
Chris,
have to,
Chris, a lot of interference going on.
Yeah, it's Alan. I might have to just kick him for a bit.
There we go. That's better.
Wait back on properly.
Got it. Yeah, so, wearing these shirts is... I like these shirts. One of my favourite shirts, actually, to be fair. Are we all still there?
Yeah, we're all here.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah,
that's all right. I only got Alan's blank picture up, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He's having problems.
Right. Sharon want me to take her to Blackpool this weekend. I don't want to go. Who wants to go to Blackpool? Blackpool's an horrible place, isn't it?
It is horrible.
But I was working on Saturday, and unfortunately, and obviously found out we were playing Preston away. I could have gone the game and then, just turned around and come home. I got lost on the way back on the M6.
Yeah.
I woke her up outside the club here. Oh, dear. Okay, some other people that are in tonight. Watto's not here at the minute. The one and only Mrs. Browne. The beer's getting bigger.
It is, certainly.
Yeah, and he refrained. You did well there. You did well. Nah, you're going to have to mute Alan again, I'm afraid, mate.
Can anybody hear me?
Very badly.
I can't. I had a picture of Nick, and now I've got nothing. I can hear everybody, but I can't see anybody.
All right, okay. As long as you can see us.
I can't. I can only hear.
Oh, okay. So we're joined by Alan in a very dark room, and of course Paul Hipkiss.
Good evening, all.
I'm going to have to kick you, Alan, because all we can hear is a very, very horrible gurgling noise. So sorry.
That was him. He's got a bad stomach.
I think it's in the boot of a car.
Sounds like he's
he's been kidnapped.
It sounds like he's putting his sockade on, doesn't it?
Yeah. Here you go then, Paul. Kick us off tonight then with your synopsis of the game.
Yeah, well, I'll start with last Tuesday, obviously at home to Norwich, because we haven't got a show then either. Desperately unlucky to lose that in the end. I thought we played a lot better in that game, and definitely well worth the point at least. I think a 1-1 would have been fair, to be honest, and it was just gut wrenching, and it had to be Hernandez, didn't it? They got the winner as well. Couldn't be anybody else. Him so the way football goes, sometimes you don't always get what you deserve, do you?
That moment when Hernandez scored, I reached down for me fags, only to find out that they've not been there for 5 weeks. 5 weeks, not a single cigarette. 5 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Whee! I'm not after credits or nothing like that, Paul. It's just,
but moving on to better things, on Saturday at Preston, I thought we were great. Every single one of them had a good game. Nobody was below 7 out of 10. We had quite a few 8s and 9s as well, I thought. And I think Chong and Bielik in midfield obviously gave us that, just obviously a bit of extra quality, didn't it? And also, Jordan Graham at left wing back as well, I thought had a great game. And Colin on the other side as well. So for me now, it's all about consistency and having luck with injuries. And if we're going to carry on playing this formation, I think having that midfield is very important to do as many times as we can, because, no disrespect to the likes of James and George Hall and Chang, but they're all good kids with a lot of potential. but I don't know if the time's right for him to be thrown in every game, week in, week out at the moment. You know what I mean? And you know, we can
knock him off, Chris. I'm sorry, Alan. We're gonna have to lose you, mate.
Hang on.
We get Gary Gardner. We can get Gary Gardner in and amongst it as well. Then suddenly we've got some good options in the centre of midfield, haven't we? Where most games are won and lost in midfield. I remember Arsene Wenger saying that as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I still would like us to go to a back four. I'm going to be honest, to free up that extra man and try and attack the opposition and hurt the opposition even more. But if we're going to get a 1-0 every week doing that, then that'll do me as well, But I do think with the squad that we've got and the players we've got, we could be doing even better if we went to a back four.
The word you used for me, Paul, was consistency.
Exactly. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
In any level of football, it's all about consistency. You've got to back a win up with a win, haven't you? And you're not going to win every game, but if you can come off the pitch saying, "Well, we had a good go." What I can't stand is when we lose and we haven't even laid a glove on the opposition like we really did against Wigan. For me, Wigan was the most unacceptable one so far, which was not really doing enough to threat them. With 10 against 10 men, which was for me unacceptable at home. But I suppose John Eustace though he's learning as well. At the same time he's getting to know the players. He's only been here a couple of months, so let's see what happens on Saturday. Now, I really hope on Saturday we can back up that good result at Preston with a positive result at home to Swansea and get a little run going.
Okay, Paul, can we just try it? No, sorry, buddy.
I was going to say we've got the players to do it if they're all used properly.
Yeah. Alan, can we just try you out now, matey? See if we can get some good audio.
What's happening? I think he's getting a bit of feedback. I think so. He must have the show on somewhere else. There we go. Thoughts out. Here we go.
Tom Ross always used to tell people to turn their radio down, didn't he?
Yeah. You know what I mean? You'd think Alan being the ultimate broadcaster he is.
It's not working. It's not working.
Is that now? I've turned my laptop off.
My goodness gracious me. Alan Watt, ladies and gentlemen!
What? He's back.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
sorry, what was that you said, Paul?
What was that about stock ace? Did you hear that?
I said, sorry, what was that you said? No, that was a very good summary, mate. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I thought you was on about me saying it sounded like you was putting your sock out on the row in the background.
Nah, something serious is still going on.
Alan, I think we can still hear feedback from your vicinity.
All right. Well, I'm going to not only switch it off, I'm going to take it downstairs. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. No worries.
Okay, Chris, your summary of the last two games, and not Chris, Craig, sorry.
It's similar on the Norwich game. Bitterly disappointed, and I could see that in all of the players as well. The only thing I would say is they were there. They were there at one point for the taking, and we didn't take advantage of our opportunities. On Saturday, it's totally different. I mean, Chong's just completely changed the midfield. And Bielik, what a game. He's been out injured. He's come back, studying straight away. And again, the pair of them just bossed the midfield. Bielik holding it up, Chong taking it forwards, creating the opportunities. If only our strikers could hit a bit of form. And let's go back to Norwich. Amount of chances that Scotty Hogan had. I felt for him. I'm glad he got his goal, but really felt for him in that first half because he had so many chances and opportunities that it was a bit of a shame. But one thing that I will take away from Saturday, above all of the game, is the camaraderie in that squad and the way they pulled Eustace over to the fans at the end. His reaction, beating his chest across the badge. That to me shows just how close everybody is at this present moment. So they're fighting for the same cause. So let's keep that going. Let's back off Eustace and the management team a bit. Let's back them more rather than giving them abuse. Let's just trust in what they are doing and remember they can only play with what they have. It can't work.
I get you. I'll get you. But when we've gone 11 years in this division, yeah, with not a oats chance in the world of getting out of it, I think Birmingham City fans are fed up. They are fed up. They're down. You know what? With the stadium and you know, ownership and the sale, should I say? You can see the frustrations.
What did we think of the last? What did we think of the last update from the club? Obviously, I think the one positive thing was that, like I think Al Majir said it. You know, it was part. You know, actually confirmed that the Richardson and Lopez bid had been accepted on 21%, which had never really been officially announced before, had it? If you like, so that was good news. You know, so hopefully
that's a small bit of progress, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's positive, isn't it? I still don't quite understand how it works, but
no, normally, but there you go.
Understand the wording of the statements either. It's a bit of a mixed message, really, because you've got one party saying they will take full control and be running the club, but when you read that statement, we have invited them in and we are looking forward to working with them. Is like, hang on, are they going to still have? And yes, they've got a hand in the club because ultimately they've still got the shares. But the running, does that change that stance on the running of the club? I desperately hope not. I think it's probably fair to say the money from Richardson and Lopez that went in last month helped to keep the club going last month. And dare I say, I think they're investing and supporting us again now as well. I think it might be their money that's now keeping us going. We'll wait for that official announcement, but let's hope in 2 weeks' time.
The biggest thing that surprises me is the involvement with the EFL and they're supposedly turning a blind eye. That doesn't work with Birmingham City, surely.
It's weird, isn't it? Because everybody, it is a lot of people that are mentioning those same words. They've turned a blind eye. They want to. There's two things that spring to mind for me. They've had their fingers burnt. They don't want it to get out there exactly what's happened. All right? They don't want people to hear that we potentially had dodgy money going through the club and they cleared it all. They don't want to hear that they've missed something. So now they almost want a clean slate. So they'll turn a blind eye, allowing these things to happen at the moment. The parading of the new signings was a complete teller for me. You know, just having it's only Richardson and Lopez and Gardner in those pictures. So for them guys to stand out and say, we've done it again, and then also we've got more coming, is just, well, it screams 1,000 words. So let's just hope in the middle of September, everything's resolved. The EFL get to hear what they want to hear, and we can finally say that we have new people running the club.
What kind of 1,000 words does it scream at you, Craig?
For me, at the moment, it's just saying we're here to stay and we're here to prove a point. You know, Lopez for me is your footballing man. He's the guy that's driving the people coming in. He's probably a person behind the push for more players. Richardson's your businessman. Richardson's a businessman that's going to keep us afloat. It's going to. I think it's fair to say he's going to have to make some decisions that some people may not like.
And can I just say that the two aren't synonymous, are they? Business and football aren't synonymous. You're either a business person and you understand finance, you understand deals, you're a football person, you understand fans and you understand the pressure, the manager, you understand your players and your staff. Very different.
I'm glad we've got two like that, to be honest, Nick. It's nice.
Yeah, no, I am Mark. I'll be honest with you. What we're saying is they don't go together. You can't do both.
Yeah. That's right.
Nice. Can I just throw another one in as well without trying to sound negative? I'm really not. I just sort of don't understand is regarding running costs. I mean, 40-odd million over the next 2 years. Where the hell is that coming from?
With half a stadium, yeah.
I think it's interesting.
I don't get it. I want somebody to tell me.
There's a lot of talk on the stadium front, isn't there, that during the World Cup break, they will actually be doing some work, and that what they're waiting for at the moment is ratification from the EFL and then things will be announced as to how they take it forwards. I mean, we're not going to get a whole stadium open, but if we could open the bottom of the Tilton, for example,
progress,
it's a step forwards.
Yeah.
Maybe if they're lucky, a couple of blocks into the COP, they're not going to get it all, but let's see how much we can do. And just to put it into perspective, there's a comment come through, and Nick, quite right in saying, 11 years sitting in the league. We've actually had a comment that's saying, look at Nottingham Forest, 20 years sitting in the league, and now look at them. Let's think positively. And I think that's
I know. Look, I get it. I get it. I think I'm just on a personal day on that. Yeah. And I'm sorry if I come across like that. I genuinely am. I hate to be like this. And I hate to think, you know what? Do I really want to go today? I'm going to put my hands up, right? Here we go, guys. Here's a confession. I haven't been to a single game all year. Mike Hill says, good evening from South Africa. Good evening, mate.
No.
That was a bit Australian, actually, wasn't it?
That's Australian.
Let's remember, though, only 21% obviously from Lopez and Richardson. It's an investment, isn't it? Not a takeover.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think eventually it will be a takeover, but they're probably going to need additional financial support to take the whole club over, aren't they? I would have thought, because it's a lot of money, isn't it?
We also have to remember as well that Nottingham Forest have got a lot of money they're pumping into that club at the moment.
Was it 180 million?
Oh, it's crazy money.
That's
But you
crazy.
see, because they're in the Premier League now, they can do that, can't they? Because you're out of the financial fair play of the EFL.
It's still a gamble.
Mad. It's mad. I know it's a gamble. Kid.
Mad gamble.
Still got the financial fair play of the Premier League, though.
Yeah.
So as well, if they get relegated, if they didn't stay up, then that would massively bite them, wouldn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
Obviously, they'd have the parachute. They'd have the parachute payments, but which I never agreed with, by the way. And I'm
man, what happened, Chris, in the 70s before all this malarkey, before all this up-down parachute payments, before we used to get on with it. If you got relegated, tough.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You used to have to rebudget and do it. Get on with it.
Yeah.
It's just too much. There's far, far, far too much intricacy in the running of football now.
Definitely.
Yeah, but that ultimately Forest will struggle, with FFP rules if they get relegated. I would have thought.
That could be a right car crash waiting to happen.
Practically signed another. Well, they signed 2 teams, didn't they, across the window? I mean, it's just unreal. How can they satisfy the players?
I saw a comment somewhere. Someone said, imagine their initiation songs. It'd be like Band-Aid.
Yeah. I heard that.
Yeah. Some good comments coming in. Evening all from Caroline Carey. Stephen Gill, look at Leeds, how long they took. Yeah, I get it, mate, but it's me and I'm just frustrated. I promise you. Nick, and then along came Ken Wielden says Ray Hobro with his stand named after him. Bottom of Tilton will be a start. Definitely allow them to in the first place. So I don't understand. I've got to see more. The weight. Caroline Carr has had a little bit of surgery. Apparently, she's getting there slowly. God bless her. Yeah. And we at the Tilton Talk Show, Caroline, and I'm sure everybody listening and watching around the world wishes you well. Get well soon.
Keep battling.
Get well
soon. Yeah. Keep well. Yeah, Michael Harrison took his son to his first away game. He's now our lucky mascot and will wear the same clothes for every match. I do hope, Michael, that you wash them in between. No, don't wash them. Never wash them again. Never, ever wash them.
Alan, just let you know, I have just tried to unmute you, but I still keep getting that strange noise coming back at me. So I don't know what it is, mate.
Alan, can you try and put headphones in? That might help.
I don't think it's. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
It's the Russians.
Get this tinny noise.
It's the Russians, mate. I promise you.
Yeah. What's the vidania?
Do we think that on Saturday, that 11 that we put out, is that pretty close to our strongest 11, do we think?
I think so, yeah. Gotta be.
Yeah.
You've obviously got the kid from West Ham, haven't you, at left back or left wing back?
Yeah, what's his name? Remind me. Come on.
Is it Angelo?
Yeah. You got him to think about. And I mean, obviously, you think probably Hannibal eventually will be a starter. I would have thought at some stage.
I think Hannibal is a great name for football.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant.
Oh dear, Hannibal.
And as I said offline, I am waiting for him to score against the Albion, so I can say, "Silence of the Yams."
Yes.
It's got to happen.
Chris Browne. Chris Browne. That was like,
and then,
what have you just given me a thought for? I'll talk to you after the show, guys. Brilliant.
Like Dom Cavan has just said there as well, Placheta as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we've got him to come back in the mix as well. We've got
Nico Gordon.
As well.
Nico,
Gary Gardner.
Okay, guys. Are we saying things are looking a little bit more rosy than they did then? Are we saying that?
If we can find consistency, then yeah. But I would still like us to go to a back four, personally.
Yeah, 4-4-2's Blues, and it all over.
Well, 4-4-2.
I honestly, I know it's early days, but I honestly don't think we'll be near the bottom three. I really don't.
If we do that playing this formation, then I'll eat my words. Obviously, I'll say I was wrong.
Yes, but when you saw Eustace the other day running towards fans and all the rest of it, it was pretty much like Lee Clark at Bolton, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The first time we've seen it since then, I think that's the first time we've actually seen that passion coming out. However, I'm saying his passion. Part of that was a hell of a lot of frustration that it was released in that one go.
Look at Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp epitomises to me what my football manager needs to be at the end of a win. Right up to the fans. Yeah. Brilliant. I mean, brilliant. That's how you do it. Wind your fans up. Or,
I remember Gary Monk up at Stoke coming over and Bolton as well after we beat them away. I think Lee Bow, you do it a couple of times as well after a couple of weeks.
I think a lot of managers do it, but the thing is, supporters like to see.
They love it. No, they don't like it because they love it.
Yeah.
And I want to see the whole team appreciating every single supporter who has shouted and screamed and paid money to go. Yeah.
No, it's all about passion. I agree.
Yeah. But it's about consistency and. You know,
you keep using that word, mate. You keep using that word.
It's no good having one good game in 6, is it? You know what I mean? No. Than that, otherwise we will get sucked in. So, I'm really looking forward to Saturday now after winning on.
Yeah, I am as well. I think we'll win on Saturday as well.
But it's the hope that kills you, as we know as Blues fans.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean,
we haven't used that analogy for a very long time.
But I mean, everything.
You remember that?
Everything was fantastic the first couple of games, wasn't it? And it's amazing how quickly fans can get on the backs.
The thing is, though, Chris, I don't think nothing was changing. We weren't trying anything different. We lost. Was it 4 on the trot we lost before Saturday? I think it was.
Yeah.
So, something had to give somewhere. Something had to change, and I think what made the difference Saturday was we did have better players, certainly in midfield. And that's what made the difference in that particular game. But, what worries me when we play this formation is when we play against the team that's got a back four and wingers, because you've got 2 against 1 on each flank before the game even starts. The wing back can't defend and attack against 2 players. So, that is always difficult. And we got split wide open against Cardiff away with that as well. And it did happen a couple of times as well against Norwich, didn't it, last week?
Yeah. You saying that coming out of the game last week against Norwich, I was walking back through Digbeth and I thought, this is so flat. What has changed since Bowyer? It just felt like nothing has changed. But then Saturday was just completely different.
Fickle, ain't we, our football fans? We're fickle, aren't we? We really are fickle. You know what? 1 win and we think we're going to win the league. 1 loss and we think we're going to get relegated.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. It's just all about winning, isn't it? That's what it's all about. Doesn't matter how.
Is Alan Watton with us, or I can see
I've just switched him back on so you can make.
Right, we'll try. Alan, we're going to try again, Alan.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, mother?
I think we can hear you.
I've turned the sound down on my phone, so I've had a wonderful weekend personally, and that was just icing on the cake. And I looked at the bodies that went out on Saturday, and I had hope before we started. You know, I'm not going to name names, but there were people in the right slots. Obviously, the Chong thing is mega. You know, mega that is. And just to know that he was going to be on the field, you know, gave me a start. Going the other thing that I think we had a bit of a knockback with our signings. My opinion is that I wasn't that disappointed about the guy from France, because when I looked up his background, it wasn't any more impressive than what we've got, to be honest. I was a little disappointed with the lad from Chesterfield, because he might, you know, he might have been the one, or he might not have been. So I was a bit disappointed with that. But at the end of the day, what we did get is fantastic. You know, it filled all the big question marks for me. You know, in midfield, it meant if we're going to play with wing backs, we've got people who can play there. The three at the back, we've got people who can play there. The goalkeeper is turning out to be an absolute gem. And we've got these two Manchester United lads, fantastic, you know. And I'm quite. I mean, I've done my homework on the West Ham lad, and he will enable us to change. If we want to change, we'll be able to do it, because we've got a proper left back now. So yeah, it was a wonderful weekend, and but I'm as fickle as you. You know, it's my first game Saturday. You know, it's cost me a bloody fortune, excuse my French, to get. But you know, I just hope it's money well spent, because you know, once summer does it, you know, we've got to nail 3 or 4 games, you know, 2 wins, 2 draws, or whatever, before we can really get excited. But yeah, I was thrilled with what went on over the weekend.
Excellent, Alan. Just answer me. What else made your weekend so special?
Well, I umpired a final at the county ground in Sussex on Sunday, and that went very well. People congratulated me on a good job. I got all my family there watching me, and it was really great. And I met somebody from Blues fan who was with one of the teams, and we chewed the fat for a bit, you know. So that was nice. Yeah, it was a really brilliant weekend.
Anybody else had a nice weekend? Anybody else had a great weekend?
Nick. 3 points on Saturday. That was enough.
That's enough for you, Craig. Mark, have you had a brilliant weekend?
Same as Craig, really. That
really
made the weekend. Yeah.
Okay. Chris Browne?
It was all right. Thank you very much.
He just had a wee in his bucket. I'm sure he just had a wee in his bucket. Paul, what about your weekend? Was it amazing?
It's always a good weekend for Blues win, mate.
My weekend was also amazing. My son Luke came up from Poole unannounced. It's his 33rd birthday today. Happy birthday, Luke. I love you loads with all my heart. Great to have an Indian curry with you last night and all the family. Absolutely superb. And then, you know what, a Blues win and bang. Well, you can't have some more, can you? Can't have some more.
No, you can't. Nigel Mann says, what do we feel about the update? The update that updated is about no update. Someone please give me a clue. I've replied and said, we'll update you.
Chris, the thing we have to think about, Chris, is are our people still talking to their people?
I'll update you.
All right, thank you.
I rest my case.
Mark, our friend Mark Merritt.
Oh, God.
He's put, evening, guys. Keep writing from Texas. The issue is we can only use 5 of the 6 loan players. So probably don't see Pochetta again with Longfellow, Trusty, Sanderson, Hannibal, and Beale being the 5, obviously. So we can only involve 5 of the loan players out of the 6, can't we? In anyone's match day.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Why that rule? What is the logic?
I don't see the point in allowing a club to have 6 loans, but they can't have 6 loan players in the squad. It's a bit.
I can't see how how different it's going to
Look,
make it all.
it's like 2 for 1 on cocktails, but you can only have one.
Yeah, it's like look what you could have had.
I know, yeah. It's a bit Jimbo, isn't it?
Yeah, look what you could have had.
Yeah.
That's what you could have won, yeah. Yeah.
No disrespect, he's dead.
He is, yeah.
Mind you, did anybody expect maybe a striker along with Chong? I mean, the Chong one was.
Right,
We were
look,
waiting, yeah.
for me, that Chong. So when I heard that Chong was coming back, I was like, "Oh my god, has that really just happened?" Yeah, that was a real proper moment. And then I'm thinking to myself, like, everything's going on very quickly. You know, we've got all those issues going on in the background. We've got investment ball, and I get it. But to take Chong back for another season-long loan was absolute proper business.
Nick, we bought him, 4-year contract.
Yeah,
Oh, what? Sorry.
Yeah.
We bought him. We haven't loaned him. We bought him.
Yeah, no, we shall do.
Can we edit that last comment, Chris, please?
Yeah, sure. I will edit that out to make you not look like an idiot.
Me. No, you're not.
Obviously
I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to cut that and just play it on repeat, aren't you?
No, I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it and I'm going to put some laughing at the end of it.
Oh, God, what a numpty.
Yeah, well, actually, on that point, what a phenomenal piece of business. I mean,
yeah.
What is it? 1.45 million being reported that we've paid. Yes, there's going to be some sell-ons. Yes, there'll be some add-ons. But my God, that kid, if he turns it on, you know,
but he does though, Craig. He does turn it on, doesn't he?
He could put his value up tenfold just by having a fantastic season. So
United fans don't rate him, do they?
rate him,
Me.
no.
At all.
Nigel, man, nick on the ball. See what I did there. Oh, cheers, pal. Tee from David Twine. I can't help. I don't get enough time to do enough research. Chris, can I have an extra day in the week?
It's just that pace. It's just the pace that he gives us, isn't it? Carrying the ball.
Yeah, that's it.
I think.
Do you know what? For me, it is. It's his attitude. That's it for me. His attitude. He wants it.
Yeah.
I think we've got to be careful we don't put too much pressure on the guy.
Yes.
No. Well, but
We really have.
Kuna next to him as well, when he turns it on, he's also quality as well. You know, so if we can get them two as a little partnership, if you like, in that attacking midfield role, then you never know, do you?
Jason just said, who's everyone's best signing so far?
For me, it's got to be Paul Furlong. Paul Furlong. I'm just trying to make you smile, love this.
That's Nick's mute button. Yeah. I got you, Alan. There.
No, I'm not going to do it.
This window, Chris, you mean best signing?
Yeah, this window.
Hands down, the best signing this window for me.
It's Chong, got to be.
Probably Chong.
Trusty.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, right.
Trusty at the back is a Rolls Royce. He's got the potential to eventually play for Arsenal, to be honest, at the very top.
Premier League? Yeah. I was going to say, Paul, he's Premier League.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't forget, we beat Arsenal in the Carling Cup final, mate.
It's a long time ago, that.
I'm from London.
Yeah,
I know.
Trusty, for me, has got a bit
Trusty, Nigel Mann, Trusty. Blimey, everybody's coming through Trusty. Wow.
Yeah.
He's got a bit of Matthew Upson about him, hasn't he? I think he carries the ball.
I've seen Trusty all day long from Stephen Gill. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
I agree, Paul. Definitely.
By far our best signing, the Rolls Royce.
Right, what's our first competition, Paul?
Has anyone arranged it? Has anyone organised it? So we got squad game.
No, we're a bit early, aren't we, for squad game?
Are we?
Squad game. It's only 7:05. So
yeah.
So but no, we've also signed some other good players as well. Though I do like Sanderson as well, and obviously the goalkeeper, John Rudd doing really well as well. So I think the recruitment this window has been good. I think for me the most important player to keep fit now is Christian Bielik, because if he doesn't play,
incredible player.
We haven't really got anybody else that can come in and play that role like he does.
And can I just say my son cuts his hair?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Top quality barbers in Derby. You know what, Paul? You need to go. Oh no, perhaps not.
Oh no! That's harsh, Nick. That's terrible. That is.
I think we've got to say,
Ruddy's
had a good game.
Do you know what? The only shame for me, Chris, with Ruddy is that we probably got him too late. 2 or 3 years too late.
playing like
He's
this
a goalkeeper.
at 25, though. If he was playing like this at 25, though, he'd probably be in the Premier League and in the England squad again.
Oh, without a doubt, mate. Honestly, yeah.
You know, so I think 35 for a keeper isn't it's not that bad. We should get a few years out of him at least.
Put 2 or 3 years out of him, yeah.
Yeah.
I must admit though, as well, I was surprised Dukey still. I honestly thought Dukey would have gone in the window.
I thought he was on his way to Derby. Yeah, it's not Derby. He was on his way. Where was he going to?
Was Derby? Yeah.
Derby, yeah.
He's good to have around though to bring off the bench and that if we need a goal. And as long as you get the ball in the box to him, you know, he's probably the best I've seen at taking headed goals in my time going down the blues. I've said that before.
And I was going to say, we're still Lico's still around as well, isn't he?
Nigel Mann has said, Nick, what do you think of the new signing, Robbie Savage? I think it's an amazing signing, mate. Brilliant, superb, absolutely. I love your sense of humour.
There's a question for Paul here regarding Harley Dean. Do you think he should get a lot of hate? Because personally, okay, he's had his ups and downs, but I like him when his head was in
Nobody should get hate. Nobody should get hate. Paul, this is your call, but I'm just saying nobody should ever get hate. Never.
I think it's Lily Pad asking me, isn't it? Question 4.
Yeah, that's what she said. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said question from Paul.
No, question 4, Paul.
No, I think Harley Dean. He has his moments. He had his moments for us, and when he had his moments, he was brilliant. Especially under Gary Monk that season, he was excellent. He doesn't deserve any hate, no, not at all.
Nobody does.
But he's had his ups and downs for us, blue shirt. But he must have played over 200 games for us, hasn't he?
Got to be that far off. If somebody can let us know, that'd be great.
One thing he is good at is when he's got the ball at his feet, bringing it out. But the back three, you know, you want that more, don't you? Obviously, if you're playing the back three, more than somebody who just lumps it. You know what I mean? And you know, he wasn't bad in the air either. So yeah, I didn't mind him. I thought he was okay, but you know, we're obviously moving on for him by the looks of him.
Breaking news. Ray Obro says under 21s, Bellingham and Lico have scored after 4 minutes. After 4 minutes.
Oh, they kicked off at 7, didn't they?
Yeah.
At home tonight, yeah. What I will say about Harley Dean, I mean, the last couple of home games, he's been sort of quite chirpy, chatting to people, and you know, just mixing with people, you know, while the game's warming up and stuff. So, you know.
I saw something on TV, Mark, over the weekend. Yeah, for the life of me, I should have written it down because I simply can't remember what club it was about. And the crux of everything was we communicate to our fans. We tell our fans, look, we're not interested in day-to-day business running. We communicate to our fans on a weekly basis.
Here's a question. Would we rather have Harley Dean in this back three or Mark Roberts?
Roberts for me. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? That's a difficult one. Where I'm going to back out of that one. Right.
Harley Dean.
Go on, Craig.
Roberts is a good defender, but he has more mistakes in him than Harley Dean does.
And we've only scored 1 goal off of Roberts' throw.
Yeah. But incidentally, Harley Dean has made 175 appearances for Birmingham.
It's not far off then. Not far off.
So, Harley Dean for me, and I agree, nobody deserves hate.
No.
And also, we don't know what's in that contract of his. Because what is stopping him from playing? I don't think it's that he's a bad player. I don't think it's potentially attitude. I think it's possibly more to do with the fact that if he plays another game or another couple of games, we're going to have to pay some money. And is it a case of having to wait until that money is available for us to do something? And here's a question. If he was fit, would he have gone in the window? I don't think he would.
You don't?
No.
I mean, for me, hands down, Nico Gordon, man, I need to go in there, I think.
Absolutely.
But I think Roberts had a good game on Saturday. He won everything that went into our box, didn't he, more or less? And he's really good in the air. He is, and he's as strong as an ox as well, isn't he, Roberts? He's built like a man mountain.
He is, but we can't keep doing this long throw. The production of that long throw is 1 in probably 100 throws.
Yeah, it's just
It's not. That isn't good enough. That's not good. And I'm not disrespecting the guy. I'm not. I promise you. Right. What I'm saying is mix it. You know, like one day chuck a short one in, chuck a long one in, chuck one down the sideline, and then whack a long one in. Huh?
Did you want to come in there, Alan?
I just wanted to say that only team I wouldn't have him in a back three.
Struggling.
If we're going to go a back four, then he would come in my consideration.
Sounds too weird. That sounds too weird.
Sorry, Alan.
Sounds weird.
I mean, he's chairman of the board. We love him to bits, Alan Watto. But he's got some issues going on with connectivity and wanting another say.
Get that laptop fixed.
Can I just say, big shout out on the squad game, right? We're actually looking for 2 listeners to get in touch with us to play tonight's game. Yeah, so if there's anybody interested,
I'm just off to the loo, Craig.
yeah.
I'm just off to the loo.
You can phone in if you like. We've got a phone in for facility.
Yeah, I just say, I think we've scored. Roberts has been here 5 years now, hasn't he? And I think we scored off 2 of his throw-ins in 5 years.
Perhaps 2, yeah. Right.
It's not. I don't know. It's not even a weapon, is it? It's just It's just a waste of time now.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Mark. Is mix it, right? Go for the long throw and then take a short one. Go for the short one and then bag a long one in, right?
Yeah. Throw it to Robbie Savage.
Take your opposition out. Confuse your opposition.
I like this comment.
Lewis I'll pick it up and then run with it, pass it to Savage, and don't worry, Savage will put it away, Nick.
Mate, Savage. Oh.
Pass it over to Paul Furlong, and there you go.
Right. I have a guess who I saw earlier.
Not Robbie Savage.
Dion Dublin.
Did you?
Oh, right.
On Holmes Under the Hammer or whatever it was.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he was going to say Savage head.
I thought he was coming to the Black Dog.
He was talking about carpets and stairs. There's a crack in the ceiling.
I like this.
Oh, dear.
So Alan sounds like this PA system down the Blues.
Hey!
But just not as bad.
Do you know what he's done? You know what he's done, don't you? He's gone and bought it and installed it in his house.
yeah. As a memento. Sorry,
Richard.
Richard.
Dear.
Richard, I'll give a bit of a shout out, and it's a bit of a sad one, really. But Guy, fantastic Blues fan, season ticket holder for over 20 years, home and away traveller. Name of Kieran McGee. He actually sat next to me in the Tilton for the past 15, 20 years. Unfortunately, was taken from us way too soon whilst on holiday in Turkey. Huge condolences from myself, and I know all of us on the show.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Diane, daughter Leanne, son Mark, and his grandkids Ella and Jacob, and also his daughter-in-law Anika. For those people that knew Kieran, there's hopefully going to be a bit of a picture and commemoration for him on the screen at the weekend down at the game when his family will be in attendance. And his funeral takes place on the 23rd at Robin Hood Cemetery. So for those people that may have known Kieran, if you do want to attend, everybody's welcome. I want him the best send-off possible, so please get in touch and we can pass on the details. Condolences to the family from all of us.
I hate those moments, you know. We do them because they're so poignant, Craig. And you know what? Like, because they're all members of the family, yeah? And we've done them so often. And every single one raises them goosebumps on my arms every single time, mate. And God bless you and your family and your friends and everybody. Yeah, I hate these moments. I really hate them. But it's the reality of everything.
It is, yeah. It is, yeah, definitely. I think we may have fixed Alan. Alan, are you fixed? No.
You've still muted him, Chris.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
No,
I'm going
it's not
to
fixed. You're going to know, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Alan, I hope you can hear us, but like really coming. Listen, I'll tell you what, Alan. Listen to the show afterwards, and you'll go, turn him off.
Yeah. Actually, Nick, you need to listen to the show afterwards, and then you'll go, turn him off.
What, turn me off?
Yeah.
Why? What have I done?
It's rather harsh.
What have I done
Chris is on
tonight?
the ball tonight.
What have I done tonight?
Nothing yet.
Oh.
You haven't got a beat, Alan, you haven't got a beam like anywhere around your laptop or anything, have you? It's like man versus
Right, Lily Pad is asking a very serious question here. Has Pucker Pies definitely gone now from down the Blues?
No.
I don't know. I don't eat them.
I don't know who Lily Pad is, but like, there's probably a frog stood on top of her. I'm not talking about a Frenchman.
I know she.
Nigel, man, yes,
yeah.
we agree. The sound from Alan is just like the news from St Andrews. Silence.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, garbled. I'm going to say garbled.
No, I think we had them, obviously, them Holland's pies, didn't we? But then they changed them. Was it last season they came back?
Piegate. We had Piegate, didn't we? Do you remember it, Mark?
I'm pretty sure.
Piegate, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Piegate. We did Piegate, mate. We were the instigators of getting Pucker Pies back at the Blue. Right, okay. There's a company round here near Stoke, well, in Stoke actually, called Wright's Pies, Wrights. I don't know whether you've ever heard them. I hope you haven't, right? Because they are not a spot on Pucker. I'm talking to Stoke, right? As you all know, I live above, and there's lots of Stoke fans downstairs. What was the goalkeeper doing for that first goal? I think he was up to a chip shop, to be perfectly honest with you. He was like miles away. Mad. Funny. Not Blues related, and we're going to leave that at that. There you
go. Any response for squad game, Craig?
No, nothing. So shout out again if anybody's interested in playing squad game, get in touch and we'll pass on the details for you to dial in.
So I think to give people a bit more time to have a think about that, then let's do the underrated 1 to 11.
Good idea.
Recap: we've got Colin Doyle in goal. We've got Jerry Gill right back. We've got Dave Barnett and who's at the back with Dave Barnett again? Gary Ablett, God bless him.
Gary Ablett, yeah.
Back. Did we get a left back?
Who did we go?
Yeah,
Barnett?
Jerry Gill.
Jerry Gill, of course,
Right back. Jerry Gill was right back. Oh, David Murphy.
David Murphy.
Murphy, yeah.
So what should we do this week then? Right mid or left mid?
Well, let's go left to right. Left mid.
Left mid.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw one straight out there, and I'm going to say Jax Magoma.
Underrated.
Do you think he went underrated, Magoma?
I thought he was pretty decent.
Yeah, I think Jack McGowan was decent player.
He was. I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm just saying, was he underrated? Did he get?
I think sometimes, Paul, he didn't do himself any favours. Right? He a great player, good awareness, but I don't think he applied himself enough sometimes.
Yeah.
Can I throw out one? Nigel Gleghorn.
Glegor, yeah.
Nigel Gleghorn.
Was he not our best player then? He was our best.
Yeah, he was a standout for me. I don't underrated.
Yeah, for me too. Yeah, for me too, mate. Honestly,
I'll throw another one out there who doesn't get mentioned much either. Peter Unlove.
Yes.
Yeah, now that's a good shout for underrated.
Peter, one of the best players I've ever seen in a Blues shirt. I loved him. I did. And he never hardly ever gets mentioned.
No, he doesn't.
You say left mid to any Blues fan, and the answer straight away is Stan Lazaridis, and he's my favourite ever player. But because we love Stan that much, we forget about the others, don't we? And Unlove for me was up there. He was superb.
Didn't Unlove have some
very fast,
problems?
Very fast, wasn't he?
Was he had some problems with his brother or something? Who died?
Yeah, his brother.
In a car crash.
Brother, that's right.
Yeah, was it a car accident? Was it?
Car crash. That's right.
Car crash. Yeah.
I'll put in there John Beauchesneau.
Player, proper player.
He was a good player.
You know what? That is actually a good shout, really. Yeah.
You know what my problem is, Craig? Is I can never remember who played in what position.
No.
I've got no chance. I've got absolutely no chance.
the season in obviously 01-02 when we went up through the playoffs, Tommy Mooney on the left was outstanding that season.
Do you know what? Tommy, he came from Derby, didn't he, Tommy? Did he come from Derby?
Watford.
See what I mean, Craig?
Jason's not sure Beausejour was left mid. Do we think he was?
Beausejour was. Yeah, Beausejour was
okay.
left wing, left mid. McSheffrey as well. I mean, he was probably one of our best players. Was he underrated? I wouldn't probably say that. But...
He was a bit disappointing at the end because he just couldn't turn it on in the Prem, could he?
No.
He's outstanding in the Championship, but
I'm trying to think of others. I mean, Jason Bowie played out there a few times and did well, and Andy Legg as well came in and did all right for a bit as well.
Bowen's a good shout.
Jason Bowie.
I suppose you've got to think, Mark. Right? Is you know what? We're all brilliant at this on the Tilton Talk Show, but how good would we be on Sky 5 or 5 Live or you know what I mean?
Or CBCBs?
CBCBs. Yeah.
Lily Pass, John McCarthy.
Zippy. John McCarthy was a brilliant player. Sorry, John McCarthy was a brilliant player.
But he was right mid. He was right wing.
He was right.
Yeah.
And Peter Taylor said, Jesper Gronkia.
Right side again.
Nathan Redmond from Mark Meredith.
That's a good shout.
He was a class player, though, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was class. He was class. A good shout out for us oldies, Ian Andysides.
Oh man, yeah. You know what? Wow.
God rest him.
Yeah, brilliant.
Julian Gray. What about Julian Gray? Scored against them.
Yes.
Julian Gray,
Yeah.
Where's he now?
He's
Everton
works in finance, doesn't he, or something?
wrong grade there.
That's Murray, that is great.
Tamara, yes.
Tamari Gray.
Look, Sheffrey's just coming from Jason Day, and Stephen Quinn has just said Keith Harvey. So discuss.
That is a good shout. He did play left side.
Yeah.
And Richard Whitehouse was also Gary McSheffrey.
Yeah, there's a few for Chef.
Let's go for the most votes on the shout box then.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that. So we've had nobody in for squad game, Craig. No.
Nobody's
No,
at the moment.
They're all too frightened, mate. Because if they think they're going to take you on, you know what I mean?
Like, against each other.
Yeah.
If we get 2 people, they ain't got to take me on, have they?
Or they could take me on
Yeah, they could.
Sounds like you're raging a fight.
and win.
All of you. Jason's gone Damien Johnson.
Stop it.
I think Damien Johnson was.
Damien Johnson
class player.
was a class act. Damien Johnson. Sorry, but they are.
I think Damien Johnson must have played everywhere at one point, mustn't he? Apart from in goal.
Great player.
Centre mid. I know he was in central midfield more than anywhere else, probably for us. And on the right,
played on the left.
Played on the right, played on the left as well at times. You could put him in there, I suppose.
Definitely.
Oh, Alan, I'm watching your face, man. I'm really, really, really sorry that you can't join in tonight. We love your comments. You're a brilliant bloke. Damn unfortunate that I don't know the sounds all that. It literally was proper all over the place. It just was inaudible, mate. I promise you. And an absolute shame that you can't. But you know what? What a rock! What a stalwart! He's still sat there, right? He's still sat there listening to the show.
Yeah. Can you see us doing that? Oh, yeah, you can.
Right, Sam Mullet, I always thought David Dunn, this physical, was underrated. Just his injuries, when I saw him, he was class. Nigel Mann wants to take me on. Oh, for crying out loud.
I've actually
Nigel, ring in.
Paul versus Paul. What a great competition that'd be.
I'll go for 1945 and then 1946.
Alan,
God.
can't leave and then come back in. See if it works.
Alan. Yeah, could do. Yeah, try.
Try once more, Alan, because we love you.
Bugger off, Alan, and come back in. We'll try again.
Switch it off and on again.
Yeah.
Jokey.
Yeah. I do think that Keith Farr was he was underrated. I think.
He was a good. Yeah, what was he? About 30 grand from was it St Patrick's?
Yeah,
right?
somewhere. Yeah.
Right, okay. You know what, Keith? For all I know, you might even be listening. I ain't got a clue, mate. Right, but like, I know you had your issues, and every single Birmingham City fan wishes you well, sunshine. God bless you.
I'm going to throw another one out there. James McFadden.
Yeah,
he was another one. Yeah.
He had bags of ability, didn't he? He was quality at times.
Yeah, he went back up to Scotland, didn't he?
Yeah. I think he went
doing all the Scottish TV now.
Right. Didn't he go to Rangers?
No, I think he went to. No, I don't think he played for Rangers, did he? I think he was at Hearts. I think he was at Hearts, and then Everton snapped him up as a kid, and then we bought him, didn't we, for about $4.5 million off Everton. And then I think from us, I think he went to Sunderland from us. I'm not sure.
Okay.
And then he finished up going back up to Scotland, playing for, I think it was Hibs or someone like that, if I remember.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was quality at times.
Here's a question for the team, right? What is the worst song that could ever be sung at football?
Generic song.
Worst song?
Yeah, right.
A pet hate of mine is that LA one.
No, right. For me, I'm a Hamilton academical supporter. Give us an age. It's like the whole game would have gone by the time you got through it.
I'm not too keen on that greasy chip one from Chip Butty, the Sheffield one.
Paul Sundown says they think he went back to Everton. Mark Meredith is saying Jose.
Yeah,
Jose Dominguez. Yeah.
What about Olivier Capo?
Yeah, I like Capo.
How long was he with us for?
Olivier Capo.
He went to Wigan, didn't he?
He was with us in the I want to say the 07-08 season, and then we went down and he went to Wigan, didn't he? But that season, I mean, he scored a worldie at Chelsea. I remember him getting a good goal at Bolton, and I think he scored against, was it Wigan as well, I think?
Yeah.
But he had a decent left peg on him, didn't he?
Yeah, Stephen Gill's also saying Capo's goal against Chelsea, which was a wonder goal, wasn't it?
It was.
And looks like McFadden did go back to Everton then.
Okay. Yeah, must have done, yeah. Yeah, it was a good player.
I'm just going back through the lists. Gary Mack is equal at this present moment.
Yeah, it's pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah, and he is on par with Damian Johnson.
Really? Really?
Oh, here's another one as well, Andrew Johnson.
Yeah,
and I've just seen Ainscough above that one.
Yeah.
But Paul wouldn't remember Ainscough.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get just to explain to people, we're trying to get the underrated.
Ray Hobro's going for Jose Dominguez.
I think Dominguez, I mean, he does get mentioned a lot, doesn't he? So it's players who, it's unsung heroes. We probably should change the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unsung underrated /
hero.
The whole fans song is embarrassing. They sing "You're Getting Mauled by the Tigers."
By the Tigers, yeah.
And they go like that. They go like that, don't they? With
yeah.
Oh dear, mate.
But they don't sing that, do they?
No.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Getting mauled.
It's actually worse. It's worse than embarrassing. That is worse than embarrassing. Oh look. Have we got children listening? If you haven't looked, yeah, I know, but if you haven't looked at YouTube, English football songs versus American football songs,
you've seen it.
Please do, because you will cry. You will cry with laughter. Oh God!
Yeah,
Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears.
And for those just tuning in, Nick's drugs is slowly working off him. And we'll let you know what happens later.
Love that. Yeah. Oh dear.
Gary Gardner, unsung, underrated.
Central midfield, though, isn't he? Craig or Gary?
Mark Meredith says I'm very underrated, but I just don't know what position I'm playing in. Brilliant, kid. Brilliant.
He gave me a run for my money last week, didn't he, on squad game? He didn't get about 12.
Yeah, it was close.
Yeah,
it was very close.
Yeah.
Get him
Come
back
on, man. Who's on squad game tonight? Because we're like,
I think we might have to give it a miss. Else we're not going to.
No, we're not giving it a miss. I'm not giving it a miss, Chris. I think right. Okay, nobody's rung in for squad games, so I'm going to go Chris versus Mark. Chris versus Mark.
And I'm going to go get stuffed.
That's not very kind. Ray Hobro's gone for Howard Gale. Gary Mander Larson. Larson was in that class act. You were talking class there.
Right-sided as well, though.
Right, yeah, it's not left.
What about Ricky Otto?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Let's be honest.
Dom Kavanagh said Jeremy Corbyn is an underrated left winger.
I tell you what, mate, 10 out of 10 for your humorous comedy, sir. Bless you. Oh, brilliant. Keep it coming.
Oh, yeah, he's a shout from Mark. I think Paul should go 4 against all, basically. 4 against 1. So everyone on here against me.
Yes.
Right, yeah, we're going to do it. I'll tell you what a quality suggestion.
Can we bring Alan back in?
I've got to discount myself, though, because I picked the squads. Otherwise, I'd be saying 24.
But you can't obviously say.
Craig, I'm disappointed that you've just come out with that comment and you could have just been a national hero tonight.
Beating the Messiah.
So it's Mark and Chris against me.
Right, okay.
Yeah, of course, I'm joining in, but I won't get any.
I might as well put him on mute.
Well, then, Chris, have you got? Who wants to go first? Then both you against each other.
How are we doing? Are we going to just do on the show?
Right, Paul goes first. No, I'm deciding that Paul goes first.
Go on then.
1946, Paul.
No. Craig's got the teams.
Right, so Paul, your team is the 1997-98 season.
Okay. My favourite ever shirt.
And your time starts now.
Ian Bennett, Jerry Gill, John Bass, Steve, Harry Abbott, Martin Granger.
I'm going for a wee.
Peter Unlove, Brian Hughes, Martin O'Connor, Dealey Adebola, Nicky Forster, Paul Furlong, Howard Forrington. Who else did we have then? I'm trying to think. How many's that?
And the time's up.
That's 12. That's 12.
12.
And I will say,
I can't believe you even got a frigging substitute.
Paul, I've got to give you the initials of one player to see if you can get it, because he only made a small amount of appearances. TC.
TC?
Yeah.
What, that season?
That season, TC.
Was that when we had Terry Cook on loan off Man United?
It wasn't. The person made 4 appearances, one of those off the bench.
Oh, Tony Cottee. Tony Cottee.
That's it. Tony Cottee.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, I forgot we had
I was thinking Terry Cooper.
I was at Port Vale. I was at Port Vale when he scored his one and only goal.
He was a good player in his day, he was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, crikey.
Yeah.
Right then, gents, for the rest
I need a wee now, Craig.
Yeah, okay.
You've got to go, yeah? You've got to suddenly go on mute. So for the rest of you...
God.
Go on then.
He's on mute.
Oh, hang on.
He's unmuted, mate. That's it.
No, hang on. No, sorry, muted the wrong person. As you can you tell now, look.
What is 1990 to 91.
1990, the last one. Look at Nick. He's so animated. Nick, he doesn't know that we can't. No. Right then, who's going first out of our team?
Oh,
just
go on.
Okay, on your mark,
Nick's on mute. Nick's on mute though.
Yeah, but you won't know. He won't remember the year, even though you just told him the year. Mark, you are our team. Go.
Martin Thomas, Ian Clarkson, John Frayne, Mark Yates, Vince Overson, Trevor Matheson, Simon Sturridge, John Gale, Paul Robinson, Rob Hopkins, Dennis Bailey, Adrian Bird, Folio Kenler, Paul Tate, Ian Rogerson, Greg Downs.
4 more seconds. Come on.
Brian Gray, Mayfield, Paul Mayfield.
Time's up.
That was one hell of a try.
Nick, you were rubbish.
You got 10.
10.
10.
So
Close that was.
I think that was probably down to mine and Nick's input.
You know what? I just had the Leyland Duff squad in my head.
Yeah. Well done, Nick. Anyway, that's your best ever game, Nick.
Did I get one?
No. That's what I mean. So that's what I'm saying. It's your best ever game. That was.
Well done, Paul.
Oh dear.
It was so
No, hang on. I said Vince Overson.
Yeah, but you was on mute, so it don't count.
Right.
Well, that's for 1997.
You know what? This is what I love about this team. Brilliant.
So Paul wins that 12-10. Is that right, Craig?
12-10.
And we're all off to Paul's house. All off to Paul's house to burn his car.
I'll bring back my favourite word, Nick, consistency.
Oh, leave it, mate. Leave it. Hey.
Who's Nocky?
I haven't got it. Scooby-Doo. It's probably Alan. It's probably a Nocky. It's probably his Nocky.
The Nocky 3310.
3310, yeah from 1936. He's probably playing Snake on it right now.
Sam Mullet, if you like squad games, next week, dial in. Give us a shout. Let's get you on.
I'll even throw a prize in if you can beat one of the team.
It'd be good to get some viewers on, wouldn't it, to take part in it?
Do you know? Right. Sorry, Alan. It's the same as me. Oh, shame. Okay.
We will exterminate.
Let me just go down to another room. Just let me go down to another room.
Okay, I'll let you back in, knock in a bit.
I think this is the most entertaining part of the show.
When you want to come back in, just knock.
This is live, ladies and gentlemen, and anything could possibly go wrong.
Just get Alan to write in.
Yeah.
Pete Taylor, Howard Forrington. How on God's earth did you remember him?
Yeah.
I remember.
More to the point, Nick, you did really well because Nigel Manners said, "Well done on picking Savage."
Yeah, well done. So you didn't even know.
I remember Howard Forrington signed on the same day as Jerry Gill, didn't I? Remember Jerry Gill telling us that.
Two of them.
I don't remember him at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think he scored one goal against QPR, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I hate all of you because, I ain't got a clue what you're on about.
You don't know where we are, do you?
Who?
You don't even know what we're doing here tonight,
where?
do you?
Where am I?
Who do you support, Nick?
Who? I don't know. I found this earlier in my room, so it's like... Football club.
Alan's at the Nocky shop, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, that's over the top, seriously. The Nocky shop.
Oh
my God.
Craig, we need to have a chat about the Content Awards as well. We need to thank all our listeners and viewers, don't we?
We do indeed. Yeah, thank you very much to everybody for voting. We're now in that waiting stage to find out if we've got through to the next phase. So we'll obviously keep everybody posted. But thank you to everyone for posting and voting, not only on Twitter, but Instagram and also via the website. All votes will be counted and they're being...
And verified.
And verified.
Yeah.
No swearing, we're live on Channel 4. But Chris,
thanks for that.
I personally hope that Razor Ruddock is doing the after-dinner speaking.
It's got a good chance.
I promise you, I've never published that video. I'll send it to you, mate, but I've never published it. I won't, not ever. But I'll tell you what, don't disrespect me and my friend Chris Browne, because I will take you down.
I did say he was going to start wearing off in a bit.
Weed in his bucket. He's just weed in his bucket.
Yeah, definitely go. Definitely.
It's worth a shout out as well. Please keep an eye out on all social media channels over the next few days, as we'll be announcing our first charity event of this season.
Okay.
We are having a signed shirt from this year's squad, kindly donated by our main sponsors, Boyle Sports. So thank you to everybody there.
Thank you very much, Boyle Sports.
We'll keep the
Excellent.
emails going and hope to raise as much as possible, all going to local charities.
Right, Craig, who is the recipient of the free tickets this week, you know?
We do.
Excellent.
I'm not going to give a name out, but I'll explain.
No, but as long as we do.
So the lady that has won the tickets for this time around will be taking her son to his first ever game at St Andrews, along with her daughter. The lady that has won them was actually nominated for being an NHS worker who worked throughout COVID.
Ace. Oh, well done, sweetie. Well done.
And not just that, whilst her husband was unwell, she has continued to work, travelling sometimes 2 hours a day to get to the hospital. And yeah, she is absolutely over the moon. Cannot wait for her kids to go to the game, and should say as well, massive thank you and shout out,
absolutely,
Craig Gill, because he has also arranged for her son and daughter to be flag bearers on the pitch.
Oh, man.
That's fantastic.
You know what? Well, I've got proper good.
He's a nice chap, Craig. He's a nice chap. We also we need to say thanks to Tim as well and all those.
And the team at Hollywood Monster,
amazing.
Yeah.
Hollywood
It's a
Monster.
fantastic
You guys
scheme.
are amazing.
Really is, and we do get some really heartfelt stories as well. That's
but we're
it's
not
a
going
great
to get
school.
personal, are we, Chris?
No,
we
no,
will
no.
never disclose, right? Because that's we've always decided that, like, you know what, data protection and all that, and child protection, blah 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 blah. Never, ever, ever will a name be mentioned.
No.
Not ever.
Fantastic.
Not ever.
And where we do publish any names, for everybody that's out there, I do ask permission before I put anything out.
And you have to, yeah.
But people have been very willing to allow us to mention stories at the moment. And look, keep voting, because there's still opportunities for the rest of this season. So please.
And for those people that do win, for those people that do win, like, if you do want to take any photographs and make them public, you're very welcome. If you want to take some photographs and send them to the Tilton Talk Show and make them private, make sure you write that. You're very welcome. Because there are some amazingly wonderful people out there around the city of Birmingham who do so much for so many people.
Just on an incentive and suggestion, coming back onto squad game, if we did get people in, could they have a prize, a winner?
Yeah, of course I can. Yeah.
I've got prizes here ready.
No, I've got a prize. It's Chris's half-filled bucket.
yeah.
You got prizes?
Yeah, no, we've got prizes if people want to phone in. If they can beat one of our members, then yeah.
Don't take me on,
Paul,
please.
If they can beat one of our members, Paul.
Don't take me on. We'll be 4 within 6 weeks, Chris.
It's going to finish up like the chase, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. Oh, God.
Whoa!
So which one are you then,
Ladies
Paul?
and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's 7:45. That means this is the last 15 minutes of the show. What are we going for tonight, gentlemen?
It's anything to do with football and pets. Anything to do with football and pets.
Ooh. Pets.
Okay then. So get going on that then, ladies and gentlemen. Anything to do with football and pets.
So you could have Leeds United.
What you say?
Leeds.
That
Leeds.
deserves a whack. Oops. I'm sorry.
That was
terrible.
so poor. That was so poor. I'm going to ask Chris Browne to just cut you off immediately. Brilliant.
Just because it's close to my heart, I'll have Julian Greyhound.
Cut him off as well, Chris.
I'll go round of applause.
Predictions for Saturday?
Can I start?
Yeah, of course you can start.
We've got to keep the same 11 out there, surely, haven't we?
Same 11. I think we're going to absolutely wallop someone. So I think 4-0.
can you honestly see where 4 goals are going to come from?
Still working on that.
You hadn't thought that one out, had you?
No,
Not
I
entirely.
think we drew a big win, so I'm going to stick with 4-0.
Yeah.
We've been due a big win for 12 years, mate. I promise you. Oh, God.
Craig, what do you think?
I'll go for 3-1. 3-1.
To Blues, yeah?
Emil Husky. Emil Husky. I love that. I love it. Emil Husky. Lily Pad's going for Tiki 2-0. Hannibal and Chong. Robbie Dog Savage. We've got Ray Butch Wilkins, Nicky Bulldog. I absolutely love you people on a Monday. Oh my God. Oh dear.
I'll go 2-1 Blues Saturday.
Yeah, that's the score I was going to go with. Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Blues.
I'm going 2-0 Blues.
Okay.
Who are we playing?
One-day.
Look, Craig. I'm joking, mate. I'm joking.
Another team, Nick. Another team.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and Paul Furlong's at centre forward.
Oh, Jason Hughes. That's brilliant.
For God's sake.
It's good, yeah.
Oh my God.
Hannibal Mastiff.
Hannibal. We've got, yeah, but I've also got Hannibal Booser. Good, Billy Brimler. Hannibal.
This
Ollie
is a good one, even though I don't understand
Savage.
it. Yeah, Holly gone herself. Shell starts our.
Rabbit Savage.
Celia had a Doberman on her lead.
This is my favourite 15 minutes of the week, I promise you. Langdon Dog.
Go on, mate. I'm struggling there.
I'll have Edding Lizard.
We're getting interference off Craig like we did Alan. Can we just turn him off? Dearly had a dog bowler.
He always gets
No, hang on. I may have wet myself a little bit. That is brilliant.
My other half has just the other half has just shouted Eric Cantona.
Got Hugh Johnson, Donovan, Dealey had a dog bowler. I'm loving it. Where did you get it from, Jason? Dealey had a dog bowler. Oh
He's
God!
just got too much time on it.
Ray Hobro with Stan Lizaradis.
Oh, I like that, Ray. I like that. We've got Troy Parrott, Tottenham striker. Eric Cantona. Yeah, okay.
What about Jeff Clausfield?
Who?
Jeff Clausfield.
Horsfield.
Oh, you could have had
Chris.
Yeah, because it's a pet.
Horse.
Chris Browne.
Yep, I'm here. I'm here. I'm free.
Best I could do tonight, I'm afraid. I'm struggling with this one.
Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it?
Do you know what, Paul? You're cracking up loads like you. Brilliant.
What about Hamster John?
What was that?
Hamster
John.
I'm going to have to get one of those tumbleweed effects, aren't I? As well?
Across the screen.
Yeah. Pony Cotty?
I like that.
Yeah. Okay, Chris. What's the one above that? Because I can't pronounce that. Budgery.
Budgery Garincha.
Okay.
Budgie Garincha. Probably. Yeah, you wouldn't remember Garincha.
Caroline Carey, Trevor Francis.
Very clever.
Retriever, Francis. Oh, yes. Good play on words there. Well done.
Gary Monkey.
Gary Monkey.
It's got a frigging monkey as a pet apart from Michael Jackson. This is supposed to be pets, Nigel. Pets. We're talking about like lovely little creatures. I'd say.
Ray Hobro's definitely been drinking or smoking something today because he's now going with Budgerry Gill.
Right, come on. Someone explain this one to me from Lily Padgett.
Chihuahua. Chihuahua.
Oh, Jason, that's
clever.
awfully rude. Jason, that's awfully rude. Delia Smith, she's a fat canary.
Ray Bob Martins.
What about Terrier Cooper?
Yep.
Terrier.
St. Bernard's son.
Bernard's son.
Okay, well done. That's a good one.
Come on, I want one more to really make me laugh.
Who was
Right, we've got 7 meets.
Who's the head in our unsung heroes 11 on the left?
We've got David
yeah.
Goldfish.
I think we got.
It's literally neck and neck still between the two same players.
Really?
Okay.
Waiting for some more votes.
Okay, so the two players are Craig,
McSheffrey,
Chef, and
oh god, I've lost it again now.
Damien Johnson.
Damien Johnson.
Thank you.
So we want you, our listeners, to tell us who is the Youngson hero this week. Chef, Damien.
And those are the only two that are in the race now.
They're way ahead of everybody else, yeah.
David and Ralph, Goldfish.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I still think that's quite a good one. St. Bernard's son. Okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't like.
Another one for Gary Mack here.
Yeah.
So has McSheffrey nicked into the lead?
He has, yeah.
Indeed.
I like Chef. I mean, we've had him on as a guest, haven't we, as well?
Yeah.
I like Chef.
Yeah, Jason Hughes is saying Jonathan Gecko.
Gecko, yeah. Gecko, yeah.
Don't say Jonathan Bass.
Yeah.
Fish, Bass, yeah.
Paul McCarthy's coming for John Damien.
Damien Johnson.
It's back neck and neck.
We're going to have to.
It cannot decide. It might be down to us.
Yeah,
that's just right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Give them till the end of the show, and if there's nobody ahead, if it's still neck and neck, then we'll have to put it out to the crew.
The expert panel.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah.
Ray Hog,
Us minus Nick.
Yeah.
That one's very good.
Yeah, that's very good. Peter Beagley.
Not bad.
Don't like it.
I'm trying to think.
Can
we just give a quick shout out to our friend Mr. Wilkes, who's celebrating his 12th wedding anniversary today?
Is he?
Mm.
Bloody
His
hell.
poor
That's
wife.
almost
What
nice.
has she done to have to get up with that?
Poor bloke.
Yeah, so
I mean, poor wife.
Happy anniversary.
Another vote for Chef. Peter
Chef.
Penguin Panu.
This is literally cat and
Give
mouse.
us a pet.
It is, yeah.
Cat and mouse, literally.
Alberto Parentino. That's brilliant. Jason Hughes. That's the year on it now.
Walters Pang Dalgaini.
I could have said that, Mark. I could have said that, couldn't I? Guy Cat and Moosey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, we are literally still neck and neck. We've just had another vote through, and it's again for Damien Johnson.
Jeez, yeah.
Keep them coming in.
Okay.
Wow.
Damien Johnson. I think he played more on the right and in the middle though, but he did play on the left as well.
He did fill in, didn't he, a few times?
I
Yeah.
know when he scored that lovely curler against Leicester on the left. So yeah, he did start a few games on the left. To be fair, so he could be in there.
Ray Hopro, Spaniel Kilkenny.
Just before we go, good luck, Caroline. Caroline Carr.
Caroline Carr, you're one of her own.
Keep up the fight, Mrs.
Oh, absolutely. You're one of her own, sweetheart.
Yeah,
Caroline,
yeah.
this is absolute, right? This is absolute. If you need to talk, chat, or just want to sound off, any single one of us on this show will be there for you. I promise you.
She showed me her scars.
Mm. Where are they, Chris?
On her head.
No, that was me.
Yeah. Yours when you had something removed.
Damien Johnson has taken the lead by 2 votes. We got 3 minutes to go, ladies and gents. People coming.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, we'll say a minute because we need to fade out at the end. So, so give to 1 minute, 1 more minute, and then we're going to count them up.
So we've got Little Trey Ransom. Little Trey Ransom. I like that. I like that one, Jason. Doggy Legs 11. Doggy Legs 11. I can't get that one. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, thank you guys from Caroline. Caroline, we love you. You're one of us, sweetheart. Border Collie Camp. Ray. Go and have a drink.
Right then, guys,
mate.
It's time to wrap up then, Nick.
Well, this is it. This has been the Tilton Talk Show, ladies and gents, girls and boys. A Monday night, 6:30 through till 8 o'clock at night, every single Monday. An absolute blessing and a pleasure to be a part of this, and to do this has been part of my life for the last, 473 years. It's been superb. Chris Browne, by the time I next see you, your beard will be about another 9 inches long. Paul Hipkiss will still have no hair. Mark will still be wearing the same shirt underneath his robe. Alan Watson will be going, and Craig Courtney will keep getting us guests. Who's the next one, Craig?
Well, actually, we're in discussions at the moment with two people. Hoping, first of all, to get a few more ladies from the Her Game 2 to join us and talk more about what's going on in that area. So speaking to one of them on Saturday, and players are just waiting for dates. So as soon as
I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult, mate. I know it's difficult, but you know what? We'll persevere, and you are the guru of guests. So it's good night from me. It's good night from Mark Adams.
Good night, everyone.
And it's good night from Paul Hipkiss.
Good night, all. Keep right on.
It's also good night from Chris Browne.
Good night.
Ooh. And it's good night from Craig Courtney.
Good night, all, and thank you again for all of your votes.
And also thanks for the laugh tonight, mate, because it's been a tonic for me tonight. I've been through a few difficult weeks, but you guys make me laugh. That's all that matters. And you're part of family. That's it, right? So this has been the Tilton Talk Show, sponsored by. Ouch! It's giving me my backaches. How am I going to spell them? Ow. Boyle Sports, along with. That's not good. That wouldn't be very good on Radio 1, would it, ladies and gents? Smashing noise on a Monday morning, playing you all the tunes.
Who do we think's won the
Well, it's got to be Damien Johnson, isn't it?
It's not. It's gone back neck and neck, so we'll have to decide off air between us.
Okay.
Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Meghan Markle is making the switch.
What?
I tell you why, Paul. Because she's going to pay for the stand repairs at St Andrews. She's going to take it. I love you guys loads. I cannot wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. You've been listening to your Tilton Talk Show.
Following the blues, we love